On Sunday we looked at the fourth of the servant songs, the passage in Isaiah 52 and 53 that begins to take us through the suffering of God's servant in some detail. As we saw, the verses carry harsh words of the violence done to Jesus and how we explained it away. It must be God punishing him. But the passage, though, is not simply saying what's going to happen. Isaiah clearly explains why, and it includes us. Our pain, our suffering, our sin, our iniquities, going our own way. We are implicated in the suffering and death of God's servant. As the hymn writer said, it was for us he hung and suffered there. But did you also notice at the end the promise of resurrection? That although he was cut off from the land of the living, he will see the light of life again. This dreadful but necessary sacrifice on our behalf, to bring us healing and peace, to deal with our sinfulness, is not the end of the story. Although Holy Week leads us to Good Friday, Sunday is coming.
Despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised and we did not esteem him. Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by God and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He was led as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep